Well, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another evening of frivolity, fun, feistiness, and other F words that we should probably wait until after I've introduced the fine young folks that'll joining me tonight for the four-letter nerd, a Hyro Geek X Unlimited production. And as always, I am your awkward host, Kat, or Catherine, as Mayhem has decided to call me today, which is just, it's weird. And I don't like it.
No regret.
But anyway, no, get out. First up, I'd like to bring the non-confrontational. No, he can be confrontational. The Mayhem Light, Reggie.
Why am I Mayhem Light and he's not Reggie Light? Why? See,
you gotta change your name. You have to change your name.
What happens? This is why. I want to say that I started this off with awkward host. Awkward.
Okay, I will give you that. Yes, you are the awkward host. I will give you that. Good evening, not Catherine, whose name is actually Kat.
And of course, bringing if you're Mayhem Light, I guess he's Reggie Bold. Let's bring on my rival.
Okay.
Maybe next week. Maybe next week. Reggie Bold. I love Mayhem Light. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I am shorter. I don't have as many muscles. I don't have as much hair, and I don't have the epic beard.
You're just different fonts. That's all.
Okay.
Ooh,
same sentence,
like
different
that.
fonts.
I'm a different font.
Okay.
I write that. All right.
And
so
I'm like an ampersand.
Hi, you got to get out the window.
Anyway, I'm only going to be relevant for half of this episode because the other half is trailers, and we know I don't do that. So I'll just be absorbing into the wall at that point. But first, we're going to start off with tabletop role-playing and or board games that should be made into movies or just, let's just say, media. And my homework came in super last minute.
That's
Reggie,
okay.
I don't know if you saw it.
I see it. You're good.
And I was having connectivity issues on top of that, so that really helped my anxiety. So thanks for that, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
To shift the focus off of me, let's pick one of you two. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 3. Whoever says it first gets to go next.
3.
2.
We all knew Reggie was going to say the right answer and that Mayhem was going to say anything but joke's on you. You go first, Mayhem.
You've been chosen.
I just want to say, first of all, big shout out to Nerds That Around. They just made it. What's up? They're having a good year out here. I just want to say I love how we quickly adapted Mayhem's trivial let's pick a number game when everybody was opposed to it. Not calling out any names. Anyway.
The lady
it was
did
like some core memory that unlocked, and I just defaulted to it.
It's like you guys like what I do, but hate it at the same time. Love you guys.
I mean, yes.
It's like a trauma response. It's fine.
It is.
PTSD.
It's fine.
All right. So yeah, we've definitely had tabletop games, board games, and of course video games that could be made into it was excellent movies or just good movies.
Right.
But Catherine has changed it on us.
Every time you say that, I'm like, who's that?
I'm all right. Mayhem memory unlocked. Cue Xbox sound. He's silly. Cat has changed it on us and said we should. Yo, you bodied that whole macaroni? That kid was hungry. Don't tell CPS. All right, so
after you like hyped her up with that song,
right? Come on now, you hyped her up with the whole song.
Before we started rolling, Mayhem was getting his daughter to eat, and they were singing. They were doing call and answer stuff.
Listen,
yeah, they was calling
rapping.
answers.
There was
straight up.
And there was a lot of. It was hip hop and not the Dina bouncing the step hip hop from the video. The real thing.
Leave that lady alone. She's doing what she thinks is.
Hey, she's got a resurgence on TikTok now. She's famous.
Oh no.
Oh, where's he going?
Did he run away?
Mayhem does everything but the assignment. Reggie, you want to go first while he goes off on his side quest? Oh no, he's back.
I think I might have to.
Sorry, no, I had to release the Kraken. My baby dependent. All right, so let me bring up my topics and let's get into this. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Please hold.
Oh, okay. So while we talk about that, we got to understand the reason I grew up in a very comedic household. My dad was actually the funniest guy that I've known for a long time, and he could make jingles. So that's where my jingles come from. It comes from
Okay.
being influenced by him. So whenever I think of a jingle right then and there, it's years of training from my dad. And my dad is quick with it, quick with it, whichever one you want to go for. I have an extensive history in music, although I'm not educated in music like that, but I know a lot of genres, and I've definitely delved into that. So to make things fun for my daughter, and so that way she can have the clap back on your kids, I got to do it to her. You know what I'm saying? So every now and again, I call her a little something she remembers. All right, let's move forward, shall we? All right. So the first game that I thought would make a great movie was Monopoly. Now, hear me out. You're not making this as a movie like Wolf of Wall Street, kind of. You're making this as a documentary because you're showing how monopolies have I'm trying focus. You make it like a documentary in a sense where you tell people how monopolies have hurt the system of the countries and how monopolies are made and like the inner workings of it. And I think that would make us, hopefully us, at least Americans, make us more aware of what's going on.
I see what you're doing, but when you said that, it made me think of the other companion game to Monopoly that Parker Brothers decided not to go with.
Okay.
Where, it's not Monopoly, but it's the one where it shows everyone working together. And it was literally made by the same person that Parker Brothers stole this from. Because she made Monopoly, and then she made the regular version of people working together. And they're like, yeah, we'll buy them both.
Documentary.
And then they stole this one and then told her to get out and didn't make the other one.
Was it called 9 to 5?
I love that idea. But for me, it's like, as you were talking, I'm thinking of like an Office type show with the characters are the tokens, but they're animated. So there's the shoe and the dog and the ship and the train.
Oh, okay.
To be fair.
And the iron, but they're like animated.
So it's like Brave Little Toaster, but board game style, where they don't all die in the end.
But like the Office.
Really dark.
But
like they have to get out and play that game every day.
So I like all your ideas. I agree. I think.
But let's go with mine since I'm
right. Fair enough. Why not?
No. I'm speaking for you and saying like, yeah, great ideas, guys. How about I talk about the game that
I know, right? It's my time. No. So I don't think my movie would ever be made because if it shines too much light on certain aspects of corporations, they will volley to have it done. I had a really good think piece. Kat, you actually took it from me. That's why I have it here, that we have different people represented by the tokens of Monopoly. Yes, you took it from me, you thief. Sorry.
I mean, turnabout is fair play.
See, that's what happened. You manifested me as your rival by putting that in because I had no idea.
Nope, too late. But no, seriously, think about it. Monopoly as a documentary that exposes everything. I think is what's needed. It's the only way I think we can make this board game fun. Unless you want to take Sebastian from Nerd Around, make it a horror movie, and you know what? Just call it 9 to 5. Honestly, 9 to 5 for 50 years. So I want to move on. Let's go to the next one, please. All right, Jenga.
They already made this. It's called Any Movie Set in Post-Apocalyptic LA.
Okay. The people of LA are not going to like that reference. Hey, Lala, what's up?
That's not my fault they live on a fault line.
Anyway, so there goes our Californian audience.
Him is fighting for his life right now.
Fighting for my life.
Let the man speak.
I think Jenga would be another documentary and also kind of like fictional movie-ish with real world applications of it, or just real world events to an extent. If we show how buildings were created, how they collapse, and how corporations and just people just skim out on building materials and why it leads to collapsing. And then also I know they have a show called Build It Bigger, Better. I don't know if it did like one season. I think it was on was it the Man channel? Was it sci-fi? I forgot what channel it was. I never really caught it. Again, Lala. So I think this would be dope if you show like how buildings are made. Callie's part of God's Etch a Sketch. Whoa! Oh, stars in Jenga. What is Jenga?
You
know what?
you got to spell it differently so you don't get sued.
Fair enough. And he's a cop. Oh, he's a
I don't
person
know
of
if that's
authority.
what he was doing there, but
Fair enough. But I think this would be dope if we launched it as such, either a documentary or a fictional movie with real world events and such, and where we explain, I don't know, the collapse of buildings for whatever reason. Okay, I guess we can go to that one next. All right.
No, I thought you had a second picture. No, we're continue talking about Jenga.
And that was it. I figured we can move on now. Like, thanks, Reginald.
Well, you stole, one of the first ideas I ever have for something that needs to be a movie or TV series, and you stole it from me. So
I'm sorry.
A little bitter.
Do you hear this? It's the world's smallest violin for you.
Anyway, excellent choice.
Thank you. No, Chrono Trigger is arguably one of the best RPGs that I think rivals Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, honestly. If you're like me, you played it on the emulator and you saved every which way you went. And because, hey, I had Sega. My father was like, no Nintendo. Even though it says Nintendo DS right here. It was on Nintendo at first. I played it on the emulator. I loved it. I actually bought the game at one point. I ended up selling it to my friend who wanted it. And it's a great story of a game. If you don't know, you can get, what was his name? Magnus, whatever.
Magus.
You can get him as a friend. Is a certain thing that you can do, whatever. He helps you out. But this was a dope RPG game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here it is. Your name was Chrono. I don't know, or whatever you decided to call him. And you're literally going through time, space. And then I love how they kept everything so confined and yet not realistic. It connected, especially at the end. I think I have a picture of the boss. What's his name? Sin?
No,
was it Sin? What was his name?
Lavos.
So Sin, which is really Final Fantasy, and he had like the needle attack. The only thing I didn't like is that it was just 3-man teams. Okay, except when you had to bring a tag along. But aside from that, this was an amazing story. It's an amazing balance of characters. Everybody loves it. It's a classic game. Make this into a movie, and please don't F it up. Right? We don't need to see your vision. Stick to the story. That's it. That's all. That's it. I'm gonna move forward, shall we? Yeah, wow. It's written by itself. They even tried to do a second one, which is Chrono Cross. That didn't do so well, but that's fine.
Well, Chrono Cross is based more so on the game that spawned Chrono Trigger, but they're so disconnected. It didn't feel right.
So what they did is they tried and they failed. Hey, thank you for Chrono Trigger. Let's leave it at that. Okay, let's move on, shall we?
Sure.
I have a favorite one that you guys are gonna like. I'm sure of it.
Am I gonna like it?
I don't know. Of course you're gonna like it. It's Dead Space.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Look,
it's Dead Space. Everybody,
it's a version of Aliens.
It's Dead
Space.
Foreshadowing.
So if you're new here, let me tell you about the word and Lord that is Dead Space. Okay, picture this: you are an engineer. Right, you're gonna go get your honey. She's on a Nostromo type ship, and things have gone black. You haven't heard from her, and then all of a sudden, space zombies. But space zombies. Thank you, baby. Space zombies. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. Space zombies that you can't shoot the head off. You have to shoot the limbs, and they mutate. Oh my God! 1 and 2. We don't speak about 3. Were amazing classics. They made a remake. This would be an amazing movie. It's arguably close to being done, but not really. They need to make this into a script. They even did the script over. It was amazing. That's right.
They have a game. Why do they need a script? Follow the game.
I'm just saying it's a movie, adapting into a movie. But I agree with you. Make it into a movie. Take my money and make this into a movie already. This is the science horror we need for today. That doesn't include cheap jump scares. Okay, that doesn't include all that gore. It will include gore. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's actually scary. It's all about the music and and then just the visualization. What? Once again, look it up. It's about this engineer named Isaac. He goes to check on his girlfriend who's on the ship. The ship went out of distress call pretty much, and come to find out, they have a marker that turns people into zombies and kills people. The trick is his girlfriend alive or is she dead? Find out next time on
Is You Ain't Alive, My Baby. Look, you got us on a singing kick. That's not my fault. You did.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll try to think of a song for us, okay? Baby, I can't read right now. All right, let's move. I think that was it. I think that was my last.
Yes, that's all you have.
So these were my picks. Obviously they're worth 10s, all of your 10s. Thank you very much. And anybody else?
I'm not going to disagree with your 10s only because Reggie and I really had you working to get through.
You know, but no, these were I think these were great games. I try to
10.
no problem. I try to go something different because it's easy to pick like a really good game, board game, video game, which has a great script or a great premise. But I wanted to go for like some of the harder ones that I think we still make a really good contribution to media. So thank you for your time. This has been my TED Talk. She's gonna
go next. Or do you want to go last? It's entirely.
I can go next. I'll let you simmer and savor your picks until last.
I mean, try to think of stuff to say about the things I said you like in the 30 seconds of the credits. Sure, thank you.
All right, so my first pick.
Nothing if not transparent here. We will not lie to the people.
Yes, Bergie said they were good picks. He gave me the 10. Thank you, Bergie.
Bergie had surgery today. He's not in his right mind.
Right?
Bergie had surgery.
Bergie is loopy and out of his mind on painkillers. No,
leave that man on. He's lucid enough.
He's having the time. He had a time.
He can type and form sentences. You leave that man alone, okay?
He can probably see sounds at this point.
Leave that man alone. See sounds? Oh my God.
Sometimes those sounds look great.
He's not disagreeing.
You got the drugs?
No, he's got the good stuff.
You got the good
stuff.
Go.
As he should. Recover soon.
I think Bergie
he had a tough day, so let's all wish Bergie well.
Yes. Right. But also, if we could see Bergie high, I think that'd be amazing. I really
wish that I had access to the person who picked him up because I would really love to see that Anastasia clips. When they record people that had just had. Oh, yay.
Get well to enjoy the vicarious.
When they record them all loopy and they're talking about, conspiracy theories and the whatnot, I really would love to know what Bergie talks about. Oh,
Bergie, are you a conspiracy theorist? Conspiracy theorist? There you go. Are you a conspiracy theorist? Like, you think all the cheese comes from the moon and whatnot? Let me know.
I know where he thinks all the cake come from.
But all right, you got that one. All right.
All right, Reggie.
All right.
We're right on track.
My picks for games of type that should be made into movies. This first one isn't going to make sense until I explain it.
Uh-oh.
And that is Chutes and Ladders. But like we were jokingly saying earlier, make it a horror movie. Make it like Saw, where instead of just trapping a person in something, make it the whole building that they're in, and their goal is to get to the top. And just traps that let them go down, ladders that let them go up. Just make it this crazy, ridiculous Saw-like horror movie. Of course, and you got to have a killer because you can't just have people running around.
So like Die Hard.
You got to have a killer. So that's when you add that little bit of Dead by Daylight. And it's just that killer wandering around, just slaughtering people. Because
it sounds like a horror Die Hard, like you're John McClane going through the chutes and ladder levels.
Oh, okay.
I would love to see John McClane as the lead in Chutes.
Playing some board games. How have you last?
I want him and Reginald Bill Johnson. Make it happen.
Fair enough. All right. No, I think that's a dope idea. You literally took a building that everybody gets stuck in. We haven't had that since what? Was it 13 Ghosts?
13. Oh, yeah.
They were stuck in a building. They couldn't leave. You can't leave. So the only way you can leave is go to the top, right?
Yo.
I think a really good homage to this game would be like if somebody gets on, I don't know, square number 99, room number 99, and like to go in, they have to roll a 1, but instead they get a 6 and they can't move. Or they go down the 99 was the slide, so 98. So they go down the slide instead. I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be dope. Maybe in the beginning of the movie. I don't know what kind of horror villain you would have that along with the traps, but I enjoy it.
Just one that stalks like Michael Myers or Jason. Like they don't run because they know they're going to catch these people because these people ain't supposed to be getting out. Yeah. And the best part is it's going to be televised.
Sebastian, if there was a horror movie, but it was stuck in a building with a zombie movie, it's probably one of the bad ones you watch. You love you. No, he
Didn't
loves
say
the bad
Grave
ones.
Records or something like that.
Yeah.
I think I know which one he's talking about. Grave.
But I remember the Ghost, which was 13 Ghosts. I think it
Yep.
was.
Yeah.
Virgie said the
one.
traps and chutes lead to rooms built for death, and it's a puzzle to get out, and it's live streamed for fans to vote on.
There you
All
go.
right,
But I
Virgie.
kind of wanted to be
Virgie
like,
knows where I'm going with
like,
this.
like Gen X or I don't know which generation it is, but the ones that are like the most nihilist of them all were like, "Death take me." Like if it's not to be them screaming and freaking out and like crying and trying to one up each other, where they're just like, "Oh, Jesus Christ."
Okay, whatever.
Finally,
I'm either
like
gonna get out
accept
or I'm
it,
gonna
and
die.
like the villains are like,
Whatever.
"What the hell? This isn't fun unless you're scared."
Right. I think this is dope. I think, all right, this is definitely worth a 9. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is
All right,
definitely
thank
worth a 9. You
And
start
so another one that I chose.
immediate 0. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. It's a what now? It's a what?
No, go ahead. Finish your story.
Wow.
The movie was called Quarantine. Okay.
Anyway, so Munchkin, I wanted to present itself as your standard D&D adventure party game, but once they get into the dungeon, just like in the game, it's a whole lot of backstabbing, trickery, lies, and helping everyone but somebody else. Because I would love to see this as a comedy movie in the vein of Army of Darkness or Evil Dead of D&D. Just think about that. D&D,
Mhm.
written by Sam Raimi, in the vein of Army of Darkness and Evil Dead 1 and 2. Just backstabbing, hilarity.
Is
Just
this
no
animated
trust.
or live action? Because with what you're selling it as, Bruce Campbell has to do the voice of the little redhead.
I mean,
Hugo, welcome.
Bruce Campbell has to be there. Yes.
Board game that's
Ooh.
already a true horror movie.
Actually, if we're gonna go that
We
route,
talked about
we might
that.
as well go the cat route. Might as well do Bruce Campbell and some Muppets.
But then
I've
it would
never
take
seen
away
a
from the
Muppet
horror.
movie. No, it
No,
won't.
did you not see that one horror Muppet
Five
movie?
Nights at
Sean?
Freddy's,
Well, there's also that.
or
yes.
even that episode of Angel where they're all Muppets.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm with you guys with the Muppet thing. I'm with the whole game turning into horror. Hell yes. But the Muppet thing, I can't take Elmo serious with a switchblade, is all I'm saying. All right.
Who's this gonna be
Until he's
Elmo
in
with
front
this
of you with a switchblade.
You can kick
Right.
him. You can kick him.
Who says he's small?
Why would you not? Then they're not Muppets. They're life-size people. I forgot what the name
No.
was.
Do you not understand that there are
What
I'm
Muppet
sorry.
is life-size small?
there is a giant Muppet who is taller than most guests?
First of
on
all,
the
Big
show?
Bird and Big Bird and
Oh,
Snuffy
like
doesn't
the
count.
Macy's Parade Muppet.
That's not a Muppet. That's a balloon. A
In the
balloon.
shape
You
of
know
a
what?
Muppet.
Fine.
We are
It's a
quickly
Muppet.
going off the rails. You know what?
I mean, it's what we do when I talk. So,
We're
well.
24 minutes in. I think we've lasted pretty long this time.
No, we're
before
good. We're good.
kinda
We're still
getting there.
mostly on track. We're still mostly on
Oh
track.
wow.
So anyway,
So Burgie's the problem. Gotcha. Mhm.
wow. Anyway, so because somebody stole my favorite game of all time with one of my favorite redheads, I had to go get another favorite game of all time with the redhead. And I've talked about it before because I'm going to say it again and again and again.
Can
and
I
again.
talk about this comment though? Hugo goes, man. What about when Elmo starts to sound like Terry Crews and tells you, "Tickle me again, I dare you, tickle me." Oh my god. Oh my god. I'd still kick him. I'd punt him. He's got a switchblade. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say you're gonna punt him into the next county.
Yes. All right. Horizon,
Anyway,
Forbidden West. Go ahead.
Horizon, Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West.
I think this is a horrible choice, but I'm gonna let
Why?
you finish. Go ahead.
Why is it
Let me
horrible?
finish.
No. I chose it. Tell me why it's bad first, and then I'll defend it.
Because somebody's stuck in a land where dinosaurs take over. It's giving Jurassic Park.
They're
reboot.
robots.
Living
They're
in
not.
the land of
Hold
the
on,
lost.
hold on. Yes, living in the land of the lost. Hey, it's
They're
giving
not
Jurassic.
stuck there. Humanity got wiped out by a plague of bio-eating robots, and then
Great.
we restarted.
It's giving Jurassic Park failure reboot. It's giving mix it with some computer AI system. It's giving dystopia. That'll get the people there. And it's like a female heroine who I think will probably be played by a really great actress, but given a horrible script. You know what it reminds me of? Resident Evil. What are her name? Mikovich, whatever.
Mila Jovovich.
Mia Jovovich.
that one. I apologize for messing up your name, but yes, that one. It's given.
That's why
failure.
you don't let. Oh, what is that guy's name?
See,
That-
you don't even care.
I do care.
Baz
That's why you don't
Luhrmann.
let him direct the movie. You give it to someone good that can make a good
But
movie.
he did Fifth Element and Strictly Ballroom.
Virgie said
And
it's
the
actually
Three
made
Musketeers
into a
movie.
TV show. Play this game, Mayhem. You will love it. You know what? I'm sure I
Yeah.
will.
He
Thank you,
can't.
Sword.
Him don't got no PS5 or PS4. Him's an Xbox man.
Whoa,
Look at him.
brother,
Hims.
my brother from another brother. Okay, my brother from another brother's mother. Okay, don't make
You
me bring
call
out
him
the
Mayhem
bean
Leg.
pies and put you on to game in which the man has blinded you. For I have a PS4. I'm just not on it. For my brothers are not on it themselves. You hear me, brother? You think what I'm feeling? Give me some skin.
What the fuck was that?
Brother,
Turned
there's no
into
need.
Nation of
Live
Islam
version of
out of
Horizon Dawn is
nowhere.
offspring of Jurassic Park and Terminator. 100%. Didn't we have the that stupid game with the girl and she was stuck in a Jurassic Park Dino Crisis, whatever that was? This is the updated version of Dino Crisis.
There's more than dinosaurs, and it's about
What else is there?
civilization
Because all I see
and
is
their
dinosaurs on the
struggles
screen.
together.
Can you show me? Can you show me some other monsters besides the pterodactyl? Pterodactyl. That's on the screen. That's a bridge. Now, algae, brother. Algae's the monster. Go away, okay? Not console
How about
races
the
of
giant
2024.
turtle?
It looks like Venusaur, okay?
You're not wrong. It's a giant mechanical Venusaur. It shoots at me like Venusaur. So yeah.
Console gaming equals late PC game. That's where it's at. Oh, you know what, John?
We got a
Welcome to the
PC,
stream.
bro.
I'm just gonna say you're a cheater because you use a mouse to control your shooting. So that sucks. Get some thumbsticks, brother. Get some thumbsticks. You know what I'm saying? You ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. Anyway, go ahead.
This would make an excellent movie or TV series. So, as Bergie said, they're already in the works of making it into a TV series. Hopefully, they do it justice and don't just focus on, like Mayhem says, giant robot dinosaur. No, it's
Mayhem says,
human
is this
struggle.
opposite day? Because he said excellent, and I'm thinking failure. Okay, can we get F's in chat if you think this is going to be a failure as a movie, not as a TV series, as a movie? Thanks.
Whoa! I said it needs to be a movie or a TV series. You can't just one or the other.
Can we get 2 F's?
So anyway, Kat, so what do you think about my choice for this game to be turned into a TV series or movie? Cordo. Yeah, Bergie knows what's up.
Bergie's high. Bergie's high.
I feel like that it is something that I would want to watch for the visuals, but I don't know that I would be invested in the story.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Okay. I'll give you that. At least you're just not flat out hating on it. Like,
no, I try not to do that when it's something that I haven't seen. But just based on what I know of the game, if I were to watch this as a series or a film, it would be because of the visuals, because I want to see the world building and it looks very cool. But I don't know if I would be invested in this story because it kind of feels like the 100, but with mech Pokemon.
Charmeleon, Wartortle, Mewtwo, Digicru, Aerodactyl, Armor Knight, oh bro, Digi, Onyx. That's all, folks. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. We might get sued for that. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sure we will. Thank you, Mayhem, for the lawsuit. We appreciate it.
No problem. Let me ask you, Reggie, before you turn this, is this an actual good story? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is the story?
8.5, flat out, no question.
I know that it's gotten really positive reviews.
Yeah, definitely.
The story is excellent.
I just feel like it's really hard to pick things that haven't already been brought to either cinema or animation or a television series already, because there's many different games and board games and role-playing games that are out there. They all fit into, like, I'll say like 10 different genres, and we've already seen many different forms of those 10 different genres. Because even with mine, it's hard to take something that you haven't seen in some form already.
Yeah.
But as far as, like I said, like I thought when they announced Horizon and they were showing the previews for the game that it looked absolutely beautiful. The world building was
Yes.
absolutely beautiful.
Agreed.
And on
It
that
is.
alone, I would want to watch it just for that. But I don't know the story enough to say whether I'd be invested or not. And again, like I feel like it's a mixture of a bunch of things I've already seen. But that doesn't mean that if it was on and I didn't give it a shot, that I wouldn't absolutely fall in love with it.
I think the
So-
story works for it as a game and not something that you can bring, which is crazy for me to say because we brought The Last of Us to media as a TV series and it was amazing. You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
not watching Fallout? Because actually, this made me think this is actually Fallout
Mhm.
mixed with Pokemon.
I'm not.
There you go.
So two things about me: I've not been watching Fallout, and I've never played a Fallout game.
I've
So-
never played
That
Fallout
would
either.
also be the same for me, but nobody's surprised to hear that.
Fair enough. So you know what? I don't think I don't know. Maybe as a movie, but I don't know. I don't have faith.
It would, this one would need a TV
I think
series.
it like all of it depends on how much lore there is behind it. Like with
Well, you know,
games
these
that we've
directors.
already had like 2, 3, 4, 5 versions of the game, and then you have like accompanied books and comic books and things. You have so much lore built in that you have enough
Okay.
material to make it carry into a series or something. I don't know what the lore is for this game, but
This
I
one
can
has
tell you
it.
that just on the visuals alone, I'd be interested in, if it was a TV series, at least catching the first episode to see what it looks like.
Okay.
And if the story's good enough, then heck yeah, I'd watch the whole thing.
Oh,
Well,
it's,
you know,
it's got an excellent story because
Oh.
it starts with the fall of man because of the folly of man, how we try to fight for the future and what that future turns into.
that doesn't that sound similar, the same? But you know what? I hear you on that one. I will not rescind, but I'll fall back. I'm pretty sure it's better than this one series that you guys we've all watched. You remember? It's called Avatar. Amazing. Let's go forward, shall
You
we?
didn't even watch
Oh.
it, so you have nothing to talk
Right?
about.
You still
right
haven't
now.
I
watched
watched one episode and it was
Yeah,
so
that's
trash.
not
I didn't get the
enough.
second
One
I
episode
played the
isn't
game, but I was
enough.
enjoying the show.
Give it 3. Give it 3. Stop being a hater and give it
But
3.
even like,
Why do
if
y'all
you
like
watch
torturing
Attack
me?
of
I
the
thought we were
Clones, a lot of
family.
us tell people that they need to get through like the first couple of seasons
Why
of
do y'all like
the
torturing me? I
Clone
thought
Wars.
we
Why
were
did I say Attack of the
family.
Clones?
Like Olive Garden, okay? When you hear your family,
When
you
you're
know,
here,
whatever.
only when we're
Do you
here.
not know
though.
how I argue and
Mm.
bicker with my family?
Sometimes you don't need to do it with everybody, okay? Everybody's
But I
different.
do.
All right, all right.
Okay. When you hear
Reggie
your
Bolt,
family.
Mayhem Light, back to your neutral corners.
She ate with that one. I'm not gonna lie. She
did.
ate with that
She
one.
You know she did. You know she did.
You've been hanging out with us for too long. Go ahead.
No, they put me on the spot. I can't control what comes out of my mouth. Sometimes it's great, sometimes absolutely not.
Sometimes some good, sometimes some maybe shit. I love that
Yep.
video.
Pretty much, yep.
Sometimes-
No in between.
Exactly.
No
Are
in
you ready,
between
ma'am?
whatsoever. I
Are
am.
you ready? Have you
I
thought
am
about
ready.
what you're gonna say? About your
Yeah,
choices?
actually, when I sent them, I already kind of had ideas what to say, and I'm going to be honest with you. I've not fleshed on those initial thoughts at all. So we're going to see where this goes.
Are you ready for the first one?
This should be good.
It depends on which one is the first one that you're going to
The
put up.
The one you gave me first.
It's always this. It's always
I'm
this.
never sure how that translates to you.
Right.
Yeah,
Reggie's the type of person you go, do you want tacos or burger? And he's like, yes. Exactly. What
I
you
can get a
said.
taco burger or a burger
You see?
taco.
Do you see? This is why he's not allowed.
I have
to Toys R
options.
Us.
When,
He's
I live
not
in
allowed
Colorado.
at Toys
I
R
so-
have
Us anymore.
options for my food.
Can you
All right,
put the
just
first
put
one
it up,
for
and
her,
then
please?
we'll see where we land.
Speaking of where we land,
Candyland. Oh, snap.
so didn't
So-
they? Isn't this called Wreck-It Ralph? Vanellope von
And of course,
Schweik?
my signal. I don't know if it's my signal or someone else's signal because I'm not seeing it. There it is.
Oh wow, that's
I
you.
chose
Then.
for my. I chose two things.
Mhm.
The first one that I chose was Candyland, and I know that there are many different ways. I love the horror direction that you took with Chutes and Ladders, but I'm going into the extreme opposite. What I would love for this to be is just like a crazy, powerfully beautiful, colorful, family-friendly holiday musical. Like we get like around the
Okay.
holidays. Something that's like, like Elmo and Grouchland or
Mhm.
oh gosh, the one that just came
So
out
you're
on
going for
Netflix.
the super cutesy sugar overload.
Well, I
version.
don't want to say super cutesy, but I definitely I think that there's just so much heavy in the world, and movies and games and everything just seems to be going more and more towards hyper realistic, hyper violence, like true crime, like really like graphic things, super gory things, that it might be like a nice, refreshing little pop. Like, see how well things like that, like the Barbie movie, and how colorful and bright, and like it had some really good messages in it, but overall the feeling was like a lightness. You don't come out of it feeling heavy or like being speechless like you were after episode 5 of X-Men.
Episode 5.
97.
Episode
X-Men
5,
97.
X-Men 97. Thank you.
Yeah.
After episode 5, where I just kind of sat there and cried
Right?
for 10 minutes.
Wait. Kat, you're watching
Saying-
X-Men?
I watched all 5 episodes. I said I would.
Wow.
And I'm mad that I did, because there's a reason why I wait for the whole season to drop.
So she can see that next episode and she can not worry about her feelings for that last one.
No, I've been having to sit in my feelings since I say it.
Will said
Well,
solid
but I
idea.
do-
Disney would buy it. Maybe
I
Pixar.
would like to see not Disney buy it. I would like to see someone else buy it. But if Disney bought it, I know that it would. It's Disney money has been hit or miss. But like, I just think that we just have so much seriousness and sadness and fear and anxiety that it would be really nice to have a callback to something like this, where it's just really good, catchy songs, fun. It can turn into a Broadway show, and it would just be like
The musical?
a really great, fun time. Yeah, Candyland the musical.
I liked your idea of making it possibly like true
Michael
crime.
Bergevine, take a Xanax.
Come on down, brother.
Get
okay,
out of my Candyland.
I would like to see it. I think
That didn't sound great, but you know what I meant.
I was gonna skip over that. Remember that time I said something about a boat?
Like that? Like that? Sir, I've got buttons.
Big
for you.
veiny vessel. There we go.
Don't worry. I got buttons for you, sir. Don't worry.
I remember now. Hugo.
Got buttons. Well, you know what? It's only fair. It's only fair.
Candyland.
I
My
would
Little
be
Pony
good with
crossover.
that, with a My Little Pony crossover. I would love to see something that's just joyous and fun and light, and not something that's done for shock value. Is that my shirt? Is that
That's
my
your
shirt?
shirt idea. Get out of
Please
my
tell me that's my
Candyland.
shirt. Yeah, and then please like put the hyphen with where you put who the quotation is from, and write Catherine.
Right. Catherine.
All in a day. That way it's plausible deniability for me.
So is it Catherine with an E or without an E? I need to know.
With an E.
Whatever.
With an E. Thank you.
Whatever puts it further away from me. That's fine.
Okay. I think
But that's
Hmm?
that's it.
okay. All right. We're very silly on this show. We are very silly. Oh,
And the only one that had major surgery that account for that kind of silliness is not on tonight.
Listen, the reason why we're off the rails is because of him. I'm blaming him.
Okay, so as you probably have heard me say, there is a little bit, to me, like superhero fatigue. We have the same characters over and over and over again. Lather, rinse, repeat. They either do the stories too close to the original source material or not close enough. They change too much about them, or they don't change enough. And it just feels like, because we know these characters so well, and we have like this 75 plus year history with a lot of these characters, you kind of are seeing the same stories over and over again. And that's why I'm like firmly like, don't ever give me an effing origin story ever again. Like, especially not in the time of the internet. If I want to know, I'll just Google it. Like it's fine. It's fine. We don't need
Yeah. Sorry.
So this is actually a card game that has grown in such popularity since it came out in 2011. I'll give you a brief synopsis of it. It is it's a co-op card game featuring the heroes and villains of fictional comics publisher Sentinel Comics. Each player picks a different hero with their own deck of cards and combines forces against a villain card, both sides taking turns to exact damage in the hopes of depleting their opponent's health. Along the way, special powers can be used that may exact extra damage or even support fellow team members. So this was released in 2011. It's inspired several expansions and even a role-playing game adaptation. So now it does exist as an RPG. There is a detailed, expansive lore. And if you want to get into it in a way that's a little bit more, like if you don't want to actually play the game, but you want to find out more about the characters, the creators, writer Christopher Badell and artist Adam Ribotaro, I apologize if I said your names wrong, have a podcast called Letters Page, where every episode they choose another character from the deck and they go into their lore and their history, which I just think is just so great that they built this from the ground up. It's kind of underground, but it's gained enough traction where it's expanding in a way that I think that this would make a great animated series or even a live action series. Maybe not movies just yet, but translate into something where you get new, fresh characters with lores that you're not familiar with. You can get origin stories or and crossovers and stuff where it's not something that's so rooted in the past. It's something that is more rooted in the now. And I think we need that. I think we need something other than the big houses coming out with stuff. So I would really like to see these guys get a little traction in a way that allows them to give us something new to watch. I know the superhero genre is so overrun, but I would love to see a superhero movie with characters that I don't already know everything about, so that I'm nitpicking everything that's happening.
Okay.
I'd be down with that.
It's
like the image revolution all over again, because we're tired of DC and Marvel making movies. We need somebody else making superhero movies that are going to stick around and give us something that we're not seeing before.
I want the
And I
sponsorship.
always
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I I always say if it's sci-fi fantasy or somebody's wearing a cape, I'm into it. Here we have sci-fi fantasy and clearly at least one guy wearing a cape. I'm all in.
Right?
I'm
Fair enough.
All the elements are there.
And it's all fake. It's all made up in these guys. And none of this thing exists, but it exists in a reality that exists in another reality, which I just think is super cool.
Okay.
It's like Spaceballs. We're like, this is the now. This is now. Where was then? Just now.
When will it be then?
You just missed it. It just.
I think you have a worthy list, Kat. So I'm gonna have to give you a good old 8, and I think
my
it's
list
very
of
good.
2. Thank you. 4
Your
points
list
each.
of 2. Yeah. What do the ladies do? Whatever. I think it was pretty good.
That's not it, but we can call it for that.
So I didn't want to do this. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think your Candyland idea would probably start you from like being rich, because if you manage to patent that and sell it, I think you'd be rich. I think they'd make.
I really do think that
Mm-hmm.
now's a good time for something like that.
And then they would come new. And then Candyland 2 with the My Little Pony crossover that you and Hugo would make, and you get the money to Hugo, he'll go crazy with it. We don't know where he end up at, but we'll check
that's fun and light and happy and not filled with angst and distorted things and blood.
But that's what's in.
Not really. I know.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still, like I said, I'm still reeling from X-Men 97. And I just have to say this one thing. Well, actually 2 things. One, I think women can wear hair however they want. And if it makes them feel good, then rock on. But I'm so mad about Storm's hair in X-Men 97. And that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that.
It in the 80s, though.
Yeah, that's how she rocked it.
I know.
I think the way it was
that
drawn,
doesn't mean I like it.
The way it was drawn in the comics was much better, if you ask me, than it was animated. But I could understand. Yeah. Because, think about it.
Drawn too. Like, I get with Halle Berry, they were limited with what they could do with the wigs that they were using.
Can you imagine?
This is another animated series. You could have got it right.
I'm just saying, if Storm was more modernized in her hairstyles, she would kill everybody. Like, she can make a blowout look like a blowout all the time because she controls the currents. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things you can do.
There is no reason for it to look the way that it does. But I'm just like I said, I'm just leaving it at that. And the other thing is, when did Magneto morph with Fabio? Because that hair was
Also the
also
80s.
very upsetting
80s,
for
yeah.
other reasons.
I don't know if you noticed.
I agree with you on that. As soon
I
as
was
I
like,
saw
you
it,
are
I'm like,
92 years old. What the hell are you doing?
That man is in shape, all right? That
I
man
would
got more
snatch
pack.
that wig off so
I don't think it's a wig, baby. I don't
that's
think
not natural.
no,
You're right.
it is when he stopped
not
being a
natural.
villain
I
and
think
took
so.
over the school. That is what he looked like in the mid 80s.
Listen,
Because it was the
Listen.
80s.
episode
This
6.
is like
Mhm. Go
how
ahead.
they decided to go New 52 with DC when they did the live action movies.
Yeah.
You chose the wrong one, okay? You chose the wrong one.
Or
And
as
I'm
they say in
gonna
Indiana
that. Because
Jones,
the story
you've chosen
is
holy.
Bergie has
can
hit
you
it on the
block
head.
him, please? That's it.
Going to
Go to
starve
bed.
that comment. I just want to make sure you haven't seen episode 6, but wait until episode 6.
No.
There is a reveal, and there's some feelings involved. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna watch it again.
I already had feelings involved
done.
in episode 5.
I've had so many feelings this week. I'm done. I'm tapped out.
Listen, I don't know the writer. I don't know how to say his name because I keep forgetting it. But his last name is DeMaio. He's the one who wrote, I believe, says season 1, or at least the first couple episodes. At the very least, they fired him for numerous things. He was hard to get along with, scandalous behavior, allegedly. I don't know if that's true. However, you know what? So long as he's not demoralizing, dehumanizing, or hurting anybody else, bring him back. Bring him back because he has been writing the sugar honey iced tea out of these episodes. You know, obviously, if it's to a point where he really can't work with anybody, he's really putting them down, don't bring him back. But like he has been killing the Mayo.
Bo DeMayo? Is it Bo DeMayo?
Yes,
Is
actually.
it Bo DeMayo? Okay, all right. Sorry.
All right, no worries. Thank you for correcting me.
I phased for a minute.
He has been killing it, and you know, because of this, I not only want to see him write season 2 if possible, but also get ready on the Spider-Man series at some point. Write an episode there and see how that works. So we'll see. Bergie said something. Go ahead. I stood at the TV for 10 minutes after episode 5. A lot of us did.
So did I.
Right?
Well, I was on my tablet, but yes.
No more tears. All right. So it's not as necessarily a sad episode, but it's just like a WTF moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No. Come on. Go.
I was so happy
Hmm?
to see Nightcrawler, though.
Right. And he was
So-
being
So
so
happy
curt.
to see him.
So curt.
So Nightcrawler's been my favorite X-Men since X-Men started Saturday night movie theater. Yeah, sorry, Saturday night cartoons. Saturday cartoons. Blah.
Saturday morning cartoons?
I'm gonna get it eventually. Okay, so that they have never portrayed him as he should have up until Age of Apocalypse and when he killed the clone of Deadpool. Okay, and then since then it's been going up, especially in the video games. Remember the X-Men video games that we had? Those were amazing. And it's so great that they stuck to the lore and really put it in perspective. How he's grown in the comics from being a really kind of like a borderline pacifist, which is arguable, and really religious person to be a badass religious. I don't even know what religion he practices.
He's Catholic.
It's Catholicism.
He's
Okay,
Catholic.
he's a badass, kicking ass Catholicism. Damn it, my baby's here. So like he's out here whipping butt. It's amazing. And they generally have him team up with Wolverine. Oh, it's the best. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, thank you.
I just would like for them to budget a little bit more for the hair.
Listen,
Just
they changed everything up. You know, like Nightcrawler has a spot in the intro with Noir. You had to wait for the night for the hood release. Shut up.
That was-
but you're not wrong.
That was what you got from the antenna. Like you did not need the hood release for that. You just needed
You have to
the aluminum
shift it.
foil
Allegedly.
and the rabbit
Allegedly.
ears.
You know?
It was good.
All right. We're getting short on time. I want to move us forward. Kat, did you have anything you wanted to say?
No, this is where I check out. Please enjoy your trailer talk.
Actually, note on that.
Mhm.
Note from management is currently we need to skip the trailer portions of our shows because they're giving us issues. So
Okay.
we'll be jumping straight into the geek news.
All right. So I'm just gonna. Can I say what the trailers were? Because I think they're
Yeah, you can say what the trailers were. Yeah, because I'll
Okay.
say what mine were too.
All right. So first of all, Bad Boys 4, Ride or Die. looks amazing.
That should have still been Bad Boys for Life. Like, come on, it's right there.
That
It's
was a missed opportunity.
But didn't they
Right.
use Bad Boys for Life for number 3, if I'm not mistaken?
Was it Bad Boys for Life?
I believe so. I would look at, so I believe it's, so Bad
Another
Boys
missed
for,
opportunity.
right. Either which way. I mean, number 3 so far was the worst one out of all the trilogy. And until we get the 4th one, then we'll
I
see
didn't
whether this
watch
is just
the
as
third
bad,
one.
if not. Yeah. Not a lot of,
Until
well, a lot of
this
people
moment,
did.
I didn't realize there was a third one, but I was already talking about it.
That's the one where you can pause it at the right moment and see that it's not Will Smith driving his Porsche.
Is there even enough room for that much Catholic guilt in the MCU? Yes, there's plenty of that.
Yes.
Have you heard about
There's
the
always
Marauders?
room for more. It's infinitum.
So also with the teaser trailer that I dropped, was Aliens, of course, because
Of course.
I'm never gonna miss a moment for Dead Space and Aliens. Okay, Romulus looks actually pretty good so far, like Bad Boys. I'm super excited for it because as I've been excited for Prometheus, and then I wasn't excited after watching it.
Why is she running in a straight line?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
to this
I'm
day.
sorry.
There's so many things to pick on that movie. Aliens is a great franchise. It's just that they don't give it the respect that it deserves. And there's a lot of written lore that could help it. Even crossing over from AVP. And me, my fantasy is bringing it to Star Wars because I would love to see the Jedis, the Sith go crazy trying to deal with the xenomorph outbreak. Like, stuff like that. But either which way, Romulus looks amazing. I'm pretty sure Sigourney Weaver will make a debut in it some way, shape, or form, whether it be her voice or whatever, but it's not focused on her. So I'm happy about that. Don't get me wrong, Sigourney Weaver, the GOAT, for at least for the series. But, it's time that we move on, with much respect to her and her craft and what she did for this series. So those were my 2 trailers. Go ahead.
Okay. My trailers real quick were this one you're gonna want to Google because it was ridiculous. It's called Squirrel with the Gun. I'm just gonna tell you the name, and you just think of any premise, and this one's gonna be just blow that one out of the water.
Squirrels. We had Squirrel Girl, now Squirrel with the Gun. Okay.
Squirrel with the Gun. Just go to YouTube.
Squirrel with
look
the
up Squirrel
Gun
with the Gun.
is someone that Bergie and I know very, very
Oh.
well.
Oh. So you
All
saying
right.
we got connections?
To see the movie for tickets?
No, it's
No,
a video
I'm
game.
talking about.
It's a
I'm
video
talking
game.
about someone that you know as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I think I know who it is.
okay. But yes, go look that up on YouTube and just laugh at the trailer the way I laughed at it, hopefully.
Conquer's
Next
Bad
up
Fur
is
Day.
one I'm sure Bergie would have talked about, and that is Star Wars Outlaws, because they actually have a trailer up. Go to YouTube, watch it.
That's a game?
We're all still probably going to play it because it looks
Yeah.
good.
Is that the one I showed not too long ago where
Yes.
the testing beta? Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll watch it later. That sounds amazing.
Yes.
Someone
But
took
yeah,
his
they
nuts.
got the actual trailer
Okay.
up.
Okay, this community, y'all are toxic. I thought I was toxic. Look at this. So the Squirrel with the Gun got Conquer's Bad Fur Day. Squirrel with the Gun, someone stepped on Alvin's tail. I was a chipmunk, I thought. Right? Then Bergie's like, someone took his nuts and he's looking for revenge. Like, if StreamYard allowed us to like do voice effects, I would read that with like the movie critic guy.
Oh, you don't need that. Put those back up. I got you.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
And with that being said, Reggie has lost connection. We do apologize. We were going to talk about
Once upon a time, Mayhem thought I was going to do something seriously, and he regretted it. Now, watch the story unfold.
I hate you so much. Well, what else were we going to talk about? What
And then,
else
Borderlands, the movie trailer, is also, they've got the second one of that up.
Okay, can I make a...
I'm worried about that one. I want to be happy for it, but I'm worried about it.
Can I give a hot take?
Uh-oh.
I feel like
take.
Borderlands, the first one, was probably the best game. Everything else was hard garbage and the same repeated missions. So I'm not really looking forward to anything from Borderlands coming out, honestly.
Okay.
Except a check if they want to sponsor us, you know what I'm saying? Then Borderlands is a great game. I love playing.
no,
for
too late
we
for
have
that.
integrity here.
Little too
I
late
even
for
got
that.
the DLC.
No, sir, we have integrity here. If you don't like it, we're not going to be sponsored by it.
We don't.
They sent me
We
some
don't.
gin.
We don't have integrity. Don't listen to Mayhem Light. We do not have integrity.
But-
See, I can't even say it.
Mayhem Light.
I thought we had integrity.
I think it might have been better as a show like Fallout. That's fair. That's
No.
fair. But okay, they said no. All right, let's move on, people. Let's move
So
on.
what geek news do you have,
He
man?
can be bought.
So I saw it from. I don't know how big is your check. You know what I'm saying? How big is your check? I'd probably sell out probably for some movie tickets, some early premiere. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the movie is. So
You know when they have
CinemaCon,
those stupid things on Facebook, like, would you slap your sibling for $1 million? If my sister doesn't
Yeah.
slap me for $1 million, I'm punching the shit out
Facts.
of her. You
Facts.
better slap me in minutes.
I'd fight you for less, sis. Oh, I think Cat froze.
Cat froze.
Oh no, she's back. So there's two things. I forgot to put the second thing.
Maybe.
The first one is Golden Axe animated series being developed for Comedy Central.
Comedy Central, though, I'm confused.
I think Comedy Central has good writers. They just weren't getting the shine before the writer's strike. So I actually have faith in this series. I really do. You also have to remember Comedy Central, and FX to an extent, and all these other like one-off shoots that seem to particular pander to one audience. Kind of every now and again has like a shining jewel show moment. You understand? And I think this is it for them. Comedy Central does have
Central already had drawn together. They're done.
You would think. I think.
And of course, they're milking freaking South Park to death. But anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. South Park is pretty dope at times. It still holds up. I mean, Family Guy holds up, and so does South Park. To me personally, that's what I've seen. But we could disagree. But Golden Axe is a great staple of a game. If you know what Golden Axe is, you probably played Golden Axe, you probably played Battletoads. You know, you played all these great, was it 8-bit, 16-bit games?
8 and 16-bit.
18 and 16-bit games that are dope. So now to get a comedic, most likely it's going to be comedic animated movie behind it, or series.
They're going like Vox Machina.
Probably. And I think it's needed because I don't think I'd be interested in an animated series per se of Golden Axe if it was serious, unless it had gore in it. Like it had to like really like
Goblin Slayer and Berserk.
Okay, Berserk is dark though. No, Berserk is dark. I've been reading it at work. And yeah, that man's mind is filthy. All right. I got 2 minutes. Let me stop. So there's that. So then what was the other thing I had?
You didn't send it to me.
It's all right. New World Order. The teaser trailer was released at CinemaCon. So
Order?
Yeah.
Like NWO, like Hulk Hogan and Scott Hall and Steve Nash?
Brave New World. Sorry, Brave New World.
Okay.
Captain America. New World Order.
I'm like, sir, the New World Order. You're a few decades late.
You know what? Low key, I was excited because remember when they became the Wolf Pack?
Right. I'm just gonna call it America. Captain America story. So that one was released. It's been getting so far pretty good reviews for the teaser. But
so that is real. I saw that and I didn't think it was real.
Well, yeah, you have certain YouTube channels that are like, this is the actual breakdown, and they just mix a whole bunch of stupidness.
Yes.
I generally block them, and I vote no or thumbs down on all their videos. I can see this being a comedy style, with serious moments. 100%. I would watch it out of Vox Machina style cartoon.
Okay, I see. This is the real trailer. Okay.
Like the Huxley book? Yes. Whatever it is. So those are my two things of geek news I think we should pay attention to, aside from whatever trailer that you want to see of whatever movie and series come out. Obviously, X-Men 97, definitely go watch that if you haven't. We're all still in the fields about it. I can't advocate for Avatar, but my co-hosts can. So if you want to say they had a lapse of judgment and recently taken the drugs, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? But I don't judge them for that. We all need recreational stuff. They've been wrong before. Reggie, you wanted to say something wrong. Reggie, you wanted to say something. We're running over time. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, Transformers 40th anniversary. It's back in theaters May 15th.
Who is Barry? Who is Barry? Bergie? Bergie, your new name is Barry. Go ahead.
We got Barry and Catherine. Cool. Who the hell am I then? We got Bergie and Catherine. Who the hell am I?
Mayhem Light, apparently.
Apparently. All right, Reggie Bold.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Transformers 40th anniversary is starting to roll out. So the movie is going to be back in theaters for the 15th, 16th, and no. Hold on. the 15th, 18th, and 19th of May. So you can actually go watch the OG Transformer movie and see why an entire generation was.
I was gonna say why. What? Like none of us want no.
Do it.
I want to get rescarred in the movie theater.
Do it.
Look, I watched this and G.I. Joe as a double feature. Double feature. I was ruined for a week.
Do you guys listen to R&B songs or sad songs just to cry?
Yeah.
If so,
and
then
if
watch.
They don't hurt me enough the first time, then I'll listen to them again.
So then watch the movie again. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, Reginald.
True. So Transformers is coming up, and then for some odd reason, Best Buy fired a lot of the Geek Squad and think AI is going to cover it, and I don't know why they did that.
I got nothing nice to say. This AI thing is kind of getting blown out of proportion. See, I don't want to get political on this show, but I just want to say that corporations need to stop trying to find the easy way out and stop trying to cheap the working man. You need us. You need us to work in your quote unquote businesses, and you need us to have money to buy your products and services and such. That's all I'm gonna say because it can get really deep, but this is ridiculous, and I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay.
I don't think that's a political view. I think that's a
geeky
humanist view, and I think it's an accurate view. So keep on, Reggie. Like
I saw that. I'm like,
wait, Reggie Bold.
Reggie Bold, Mayhem Light. You got you. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So yes, that is my geek news.
Kat, do you have any geeky news before we end the show?
Absolutely not. However, I would like to go around and ask everyone to tell me one good thing about their week. I'll start. I did just come back from visiting my parents down south, and my sister and my nieces and my niece and nephews. Mm-hmm. And while unfortunately my nephew is not doing well health-wise at the moment, it is always amazing to be with my parents and my sister and my nephews and my niece. So I'm very, very thankful and happy to have had the opportunity to get down there and get back safely with my children.
Nice. Beautiful.
Now you too.
Reggie, go ahead.
I'll go next. For me, good thing for me is I'm going to go see each of my parents this time. That's the first time in a while that I've actually been able to see both my parents in the same year. Going to go to see my dad for these family reunion / the scholarship giveaway for one of my younger cousins / celebration of my grandma on her date of birth. She's been passed for a few years now, but we always celebrate her birthday every year. And it's been a while since I've actually got down there to celebrate with the family. And then that's going to be next month. And then in July, I'm going to go see my mom for her birthday. And we're going to have a good time down in Texas. And we've got all that scheduled and planned out. And that's what we've been planning for this week.
I love that. That's amazing news. I hope that your trips go well and that you get to spend some good time with your family. Sometimes you don't realize just how much you need that.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Reggie Bold.
Besides getting a new name called Reggie Bold, which I think accurately fits, and Mayhem Light, shout out. Hugo goes, good time in Texas is not heard often, but that does sound good. Real quick, you know what? Maybe I'll make our own podcast show. We'll talk about like AI and all this other stuff. Because you guys have valid points. My favorite moment of this week is actually getting a moment to myself. This week was kind of crazy for me. My AC engine or compressor is gone, so I got to get that fixed. It was hot. I had to run around. Haven't been to the gym in a while. My phone currently is not working. The S22.
Right? How does your SIM card expire, my guy?
Okay. This is a geeky news. So SIM cards, ladies and gentlemen, expire. I can understand it being broken, corrupted, burnt out, and such, but they expire. These are supposedly the same people that make your debit and credit card chips or whatever that they used to put in. Now it's all tap and go, contactless. So apparently I had a legacy SIM card, which would make sense because I think it was either the same card or the one right after this. This is the iPhone 6, 6 Plus. I had the 6 Plus, 7, 8 Plus, and then I went to
that just turned on when you touched it. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I had it on because I was doing stuff. I apologize. Apologies. So now what's going on is I think they want me to switch over to the eSIM because first of all, Google, get your stuff together. I know I'm uploading 3,581 photos and videos attached. Why is it taking me 2 days to do this? Why is it doing this, baby? Why is it doing? I'm trying to clear the cache and everything. What's going on, baby? Connected to the Wi-Fi. But anyway, I can't make phone calls. And T-Mobile was like, it's not us. Call Samsung.
It's your SIM card. It's your SIM card, T-Mobile.
It's either the SIM card or it's the phone itself. Either which way, I'm hoping to get the S24 because I will personally go to the nail shop, get my nails done, and listen to what those people are saying to me or any personal friend, just for fun. Oh, you call me overhang nail man. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. No tip for you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Kat, take us out, please. Have you guys talked about Fallout?
Oh, you mean out of the show? Got it. Okay. So thank you, everyone. If you've stuck around or just paused for a minute, we appreciate you. Mayhem Light and Reggie Bold. It's always a pleasure to hang with you, Brigitte. Thank you for joining us in the comments and everyone else too. I hope it wasn't too painful and that you join us again next week when somebody else blessedly is the host. With all that said, thank you once more time for joining the 4-Letter Nerd, a Hyro Geekix Unlimited production, and Autobots roll out.